Good afternoon guys, it's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. This is the flip through of the 5 so I've done the bespoke assembly journals, and this is the flip through of the vintage Floral January collection in Traveller's Notebook, and I've done the set Scribbles, Thoughts, Reflections, and we have 3 plain notebooks as well, and I think so I've got these 2 to flip through very quickly. Well, I'll flip through one of them because they're both very similar, to be honest. They're plain, and the other one I've popped in. Did I pop in this one? No, it's not that one. There's one that I've done. As you can see, I've got the Traveller's Notebooks, which is, that's the one, notes. So yeah, so that's to flip through as well. Right, so these are, I think, 64 pages in Scribbles, Thoughts and Reflections, and these have a selection of, in fact I'll open up Scribbles really quickly, and then I'll do the Thoughts and Reflections, perhaps the centre pages and some other bits, because the layout is very similar in all 3 of these. Okay, so the idea of these ones, I've tried to keep them a little more simple than my last collection, which was loads of different types of pages and pockets and tucks and all sorts of different things. These are simpler, a really nice selection of papers for journaling, and a lot of botanicals. As you can see with these 3, I've used the vintage fabric on the front. Well, I've covered them all. So this Scribbles, for instance, is tied with sari silk. Okay, and so is Reflections, and then Thoughts has got this lovely green trim. So if you can see, let's have a look. That's the little bits from the sari silk. That's the design. That's the word I want for Scribbles, and it's got the lace trim. Lace isn't vintage, although the fabric is. Okay, 64 pages and a mix of tea dyed and coffee dyed paper. There are front and back pockets, as you can see, made with this gorgeous lace, the lace trim. It's absolutely beautiful. And so on the inside, I've just popped a little journaling spot in here. Okay, that's with a little sort of trim on it, and the Tim Holtz ephemera piece. And I've started off with the oh, I've lost my what's the word? Yes, this is the digital stamping that I was working with. I don't know if you can see that. I did it on tracing paper, so that on either side, however you lay it, you can see. Let's just try and go in a little bit. Whichever way you lay it, you can see it. Okay. So it's got some cardstock. The Edith Holden is from the Nature Notes of an Edwardian lady, which is the predecessor, I think, to the Country Diary, but lesser known. But I've popped little bits and pieces of that in there. I don't know if you can see. That's absolutely gorgeous. So in this, as I say, it's quite simple. A lot of botanicals. So you've got the Tim Holtz. I love that. Absolutely love it. And tea dyed, squared, lined, plain. I've done a few little journal prompts printed onto the paper. That says blue skies. Then you've got the botanical page. I've done a little, I think I did, yes, I've done a video, haven't I? You joined me as I did that. So we've got the different pages, little bit of stamping, and again it's Tim Holtz. This is the stamp collectors pages book, and I've got a few pages from those in each of the journals. I love these. This is from the Reader's Digest. I think it's the annual is it the Gardener's Year? It's absolutely filled to the brim with beautiful images, and I actually have 2 of them, so you'll be seeing quite a few more of these. This was from, I don't know if you saw, I got a fabulous haul of stamps from my local charity shop, and this rose was one of them. Early Mist. This is the fern. I love this. This is the digital stamping from the old design shop, and again I've done it so you've got on the tracing paper, so either way, and either when you start to journal underneath, you'll still see this on the top, so on each side you've got that. I thought that was a really nice way of using it. Edith Holden. I think that is just so pretty, just so pretty, and obviously in each of the journals these will be slightly different. And I've got, did I put a little, I do have a little card for in here, and I don't know what I've done with it. What did I do with that card? I'll pop them somewhere safe. You'll see them in another one. Anyway, card to pop in there. And I've popped in a selection of the teardrop paper clips in different colours for you to use. Okay, so the combination of the Tim Holtz and the Edith Holden there, which I love. This is from a gardener's book, a diary. So the inside, the middle of this one is this lady in the orchard. If you can see that, how gorgeous that is. Lovely bit pops of colour with that botanical. Again, this is from the Reader's Digest. I think it's beautiful. So the idea is that there's lots of interest, but not a lot of bulk. If you want to add bits and pieces, you can. Lots of stamping. And so apart from the papers and the fabric and the lace, I've kept it quite simple for myself, so no sort of vintage jewellery or sort of fancy pockets or anything like that. For those who like things a bit more pared back, these probably are going to be more for you. So that's again a bit of the Edith Holden, a little bit of room for journaling there on the inside. The fold out. Country Lane. Meadow. That's the stamp collectors pages. Envelope for popping goodies in. Gentle Breeze. That was that the digital stamping straight onto the page. Remember I said that I popped that in first and then tea dyed it, and it came out all cloudy. But I liked the grunginess of it, to be fair, so I left it in. I left that one in. I think I love this page. I love that, love, love, love. And I will be doing little ephemera packs of these, I think, to share, because they are beautiful. Really Holden. And each book has a little, obviously a little selection. That's the last page. And then you've got a couple of extra bits in there. Okay. So this one is Scribbles. Scribbles, and that has, I'll just pop that there so I remember. Thoughts. Let's go into Thoughts now. Thoughts has this beautiful green sort of trim to wrap it in, and that's the fabric on that, the cover, and it's got the more delicate. Oh, I've done the same. Have I done the same? Yes. I've just folded it a little bit differently, this lace on this one, and so of course on the inside of that one, that's slightly different. This is the card I was talking about. And that's the little post box. If you can see it, like it up in country, like a little wall, and a country lane overgrown, and I really liked that. So that needs to go. These are little journal cards, and so that's the inside of that one. Makes it look a little bit different. Again, it's just got a little bit of a different vibe to it, but the layout basically is the same. And let's pop this back there so I don't lose it. Sorry to be fiddling about. Right, yes. So it's basically the same, although the elements are slightly different. So we've got a slight difference in the just where the stamps are placed and the different Tim Holtz. And a bit of a difference on the Edith Holden. My daughter's singing away to herself. I think you can have a look, see the little fish in the pond. And this is the centre spread on this one. Feeding the hens, which I think is beautiful. You can see that one. And again, this is 64 pages. That's a lady tending to her vegetable patch. Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Love these to bits. A little bit more of writing space from the Edith Holden. Oh, such gorgeous images. And stamping. And the Edith Holden. This one on that side is the fox. And the little cottage on that side, which I think is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So, the little sort of journaling spot on the back there as well with a lace trim. Tim Holtz music paper. So that is Thoughts. As I said, it's similar layout, just a couple of different elements, and I'll quickly show you Reflections. And this is tied with sari silk, because this beautiful colour I think went with these lovely florals. So I've done the, now on this the lace is on the side. Let me show you the, so that's the print on that, okay. And so on this one, it's the fabric, so I'll flip the fabric up and that's made the pocket. If you can see that, pocket front and back. Okay, so you've got the little journal card with the post box. If you can see that, how clear you can see it. The little journal spot there. I really love this Tim Holtz. I love the way the colours pick up on the glass there, the light. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Anyway, so that's on there, and I thought it went nicely with the cardstock for this one. Oh, I just love these colours. And that's the Tim Holtz again. And I just thought with this, the leaves and everything, that went really well. So similar again. Let's have a look at the Edith Holden on this one. This has got winter berries, privet, hips and haws. And then on this side, what have we got? What have we got on this side? Golden crested wrens. Absolutely beautiful. Never resist the birds, can we? Okay, a little bit more of the Edith Holden there. And the centre spread on this one. There's a little cottage. This lady feeding the chickens again. If it's the same as the other one, I'm not sure. I do have. Is it the same? Is it the same? Let's have a look. Is it the same? Let's have a look. It's very similar. No, it's not. Feeding the hens, but it's very similar to Thoughts. That's the centre spread on that one anyway. Centre spread on Reflections. beautiful, beautiful. Right. So very quickly, what I'm going to do now is show you the inside of one of the notes. So we have, they're all the same, although these are going to be slightly less, they'll be slightly less because I've only done a little bit of the fabric on the front, but in the side these are all plain. So this one I've done with the, I had popped it just in the traveller's notebook for my last video. So these are the same inside, but this one I've just covered all over, and these I've just popped a little collage of music paper and the fabric, and it's got this lovely, it's like a matte textured cardstock. And this one has got, so it's got the lace on with, yes, it doubles over the top, so you've got a top pocket there. Okay, and it's just a selection of different papers. Some are heavier weight, some are card. So it's the coffee stained, so you've got line checked, you've got the stamp collector's paper in there, craft paper, real stiff if you want to do collaging or whatever you fancy doing. And those are, I think, do you know what, I can't remember. I'll have to put it in the description how many pages these are. Okay, so that's the inside of that one. And I will do the photographs of these on Etsy. Will show you what the insides, just how different the insides are. So that's the collection, guys, for January. As I said, I don't know if you saw this when I was doing the Traveller's Notebook video, but the Traveller's Notebooks for these I am going to pop in as freebies if you'd like them. They're my experiments so far, so if you'd like the first, I've got about 3, I think. I'm going to keep one. The first 3 orders of these from this collection, if they'd like to choose one of the Traveller's Notebooks to put the inserts in, they're quite welcome to. And I'm working on just the styling of them a little bit for next month. So that's it, guys. These should be listed by the time you see this video. They should be listed on Etsy. I hope you enjoy, and I look forward to presenting next month as well. So thank you for your time. For those who, for your positive comments, for those who follow regularly, it's really, really nice. Thank you for the feedback. For anyone who's new, who would like, if you'd like to subscribe, please do, for sort of giveaways and how-tos and just generally having fun on my journaling journey. It's great to share. So thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Bye.